Yo, this your boy EC22, and this is the FairWeather Fan channel, man. Please like, subscribe, share. Most of all, leave comments because I want you to join the conversation. That was pretty fast. I got that out like a speed, like one of them auctioneers or something like that. But Coach D-Wade, what's going down?
Hey, man. Just another day in paradise, man. Good to be here. Good to see you. Shout out to our boy up in Great Falls, Montana, J-Dub. He'll be chasing one at the swimming meet, chasing another one at the tennis meet. And then he's got the youngest one's got that little league basketball game going. So he and his mama, he and his wife got their hands full tonight. So, but hey, it's me and you, and hey, we got this. So I'm just want to invite all the viewers out there to get in, talk, comment. I know B Marshall's going to be here in a minute, and so yeah, we're looking forward for any and all participants to get in and join us.
All right, then, go ahead and get started with the show, man. NFL free agent tracker, man. What's going down at the free agent tracker? Have you been following this thing?
Yeah, enough to be dangerous. Yeah, it's crazy. You
know? But yeah, so big news, man. Obviously, Kyler Murray, well, it's really not a free agent tracker. Oh, we got some comments already coming in. B. Marshall, what's going on? He says he's already a president.
There he is.
What up, Lou? Always, man. Faith Sports Talk Radio over at Lou. Join him at the top of the hour here on Facebook. If you're on Facebook at 7 p.m., top of the hour over at Facebook, Faith Sports Talk Radio. Join him.
What's up, Lou? What's up, B. Marshall? Brandon, Delmo will be happy that you checked in early, so that's good. Little side joke there.
So it's really not a free agent type. Well, I guess he will be a free agent, but Kyler Murray, man, haven't been released yet, but he will be released next week away from the Arizona Cardinal. And some say it's a long time overdue. I don't know. And there's speculation where he could land. What do you think about this movement right here at Arizona finally part ways?
Yeah, so it's funny because J-Dub and I were talking about Kyler earlier today. Kyler's going to be able to play for somebody. But the Cardinals just want to go a different direction. I respect that. I mean, the Vikings, that's what they decided last year with Sam Darnold. They wanted to go a different direction, and so hey, what's up, Franco? Mr. Big 06 Daddy in the house, Sean Smith.
And we got Robert Nowinski.
Mr. Bob in the house.
And I gotta say, apologize, Gerald, man. I apologize. You came, you was here watching last week, man, and I didn't get a chance to shout you out, man. But Gerald Cole, that's my long high school buddy, man. Me and Gerald, we go way back like 4 flats, man.
Okay.
What up, Gerald, man? Good to see you, brother, man.
For sure. So, but yeah, Arizona wants to go a different direction, and it's a business. We all know that, and. Kyler will land somewhere, and just we talked about this during the season. A lot of these defense coordinators have kind of just figured out how to defend him.
Yeah,
and that is keep him in the pocket, make sure he stays in the pocket because that's when he really struggles to see over the top of those big offensive and defensive linemen. So, what's your thoughts on that?
Before I go there, for all you who are joining us from YouTube, mainly the short feed or the live feed, man, please stay on. Listen, if you're on YouTube, man, and you're new to the podcast, this is a podcast where it's dedicated to the listener. Join in, leave comments, man. We'll we'll try our best to answer some questions. Or if you just want to throw in another topic, man, we'll definitely make that a part of the show. This podcast is for you, so please stay tuned. I know you're already there. Stay tuned, stay locked in, man. If there's anything you want to ask us, ask away. My thoughts on Kyler Murray is like, yeah, it's been a long time overdue. He's one of the guys I always felt like, his time is up. I mean, I think every time he probably had like a virtual clock tagging behind him everywhere he go and just ticking, just tick, 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 figure out what you're going to do, right?
Yeah.
And who knows where he lands. There are some teams out there that could use a quarterback of his caliber to at least have somebody to put on the jersey and stand behind the offensive line, right? Don't know what type of success he'll bring to a team, if any. Now, there are some speculation, D-Way, that maybe, just maybe.
Oh, God, here we go.
This is his time to entertain the MLB.
Oh, I thought you were totally going somewhere else with
that.
No,
he was, if you don't know, Kyler Murray was a high draft pick for the MLB as well as the NFL. He chose the NFL route. So could he go back in time? Obviously, years on his belt, probably have to go play in the minors somewhere, and then work his way up. He could sell some tickets, you know what I'm saying, in a small franchise town. I don't know, but what do you think about him joining the MLB?
Well, I want to find out how old he is for starters. Um, and then, but I mean, it's hard. It's hard. Meaning, um, there's very few guys that can, because he hasn't basically. So he's 28. He'll be 20. He'll be 29. Be 29 in August. And so for at the level that he would want to play at,
Yeah.
he's been so far removed from baseball. EC, I just
Yeah.
I don't see how you can do that. Now, if he'd been playing both every
Yeah.
year like Dion and Bo Jackson did,
Yeah.
then maybe. But even the great Air Jordan tried to do that, and he saw that he couldn't do it. So yeah, here's something I can throw out there for everybody. If he would want to, I mean, he could be a journeyman backup, like you said, for somebody for
Oh yeah.
7 or 8, 9, 10 years if he wanted to.
And see, that's the problem. I don't say that's a problem. They have their right. But when you used to being a starter, when you used to being that number one overall draft pick starter, to be a backup, man, that's like you might as well just retire.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to reserve or preserve whatever legacy you got, right? And this is the time for him, right? If he don't get a starting job somewhere, go ahead and retire. And I would, the Oakland A's, I think, still have rights to his draft pick, whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
So they got 2 more years in the stadium before they move to Vegas. And so who knows, what he can do. It's probably unlikely, like you said, due to his age, but you just never know. J-Dub, what's going on, brother? Is there backup potential of being a starter again?
So J-Dub.
Backup with potential. So he's thinking that he's going to go and be a backup for some team, and then hopefully maybe somebody get hurt and he jump back in the game.
But
Ron said.
But all of us can sit here and name, without even thinking about it, 4 or 5 teams. Jerron just named 2 that he could go and start for. Right now, I can name 5 teams he could start for. So
Yeah, and like I said, Jerron is coinciding with Rob saying with Bob saying go to Miami. The Jets. You can't be no worse a quarterback than what the Jets already got. And I actually think he'll add a little bit more flair with the Jets. Jason would say retire. We're talking about you talking about what he said. Don't need to retire right now.
I hear you, bro.
Said baseball is not an option. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Then,
No, and I say he's been too far away from it.
Yeah.
And so
speaking of the Jets, man, the Jets had decided to franchise tag Breece Hall. I think he'll be making like $14 million or something like that. Man, that's a lot for a running back. That is a lot. That's a lot. Franchise tag money for a running back. Is he or can he be the next running back of the future? Or is he in that top 5, top 10, top 15, top 20? Definitely top 20. But he's in that top 5, top 10 category in your opinion, D-Way, Breece Hall?
I mean, we didn't get to see the Jets play much this year. People that lived in Dallas.
No prime time spots.
I mean, we just didn't get to see that much. And so I don't know anything about Breece Hall. So if I haven't heard of him and I can sit here and name, 6 or 7 or 8 big time running backs, then he must not be a top 10 kid.
Yeah, he said they didn't get all the talent
they can keep.
Yeah. No, Breece Hall, man, is a very, very talented running back. I was watching him. I actually went to Denver and watched the Jets play. I was in Denver a few years ago and watched Denver play the Jets. And I'm watching this kid on the field. He had a big game that day. And I always expected more out of him, but we just never really could seem to get him on the field and put him in the right situation. But at the end of the day, Breece Hall is a fast cat. He's fast.
Interesting.
He's a real good running back. But I wouldn't put him in top 5. Obviously, there's too much out there. I would give him maybe top 15 at right now. Now, he has the skill to be a top 5. But, when your team is like the Jets, I mean, I don't care how good you run. Ain't nobody going to really come to see you no way. So that goes with that, man. While you're looking it up, man, the Dallas Cowboys had decided to, and we knew this was coming. We all knew. Franchise tag George Pickens. He's making a nice piece of chunk. I think 28-something million this year. And, the rumors that he's not happy. Some say he may hold out. All how it is, all the drama down here in Cowboy area.
Oh, yeah.
He said, all you need.
There's your running backs league.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, basically, all you need to start. You don't got to be in top 50. All you got to do is just be the one for your team. Facts. I like it. But man, George Pickens, D-Way, what do you think about him being franchise tag? And
so hopefully J-Dub can help us with this. I thought he was not the franchise guy. He was the what's the other tag? The transition tag?
That's Daniel Jones. We'll get to him in a minute, but this is George Pickens.
Okay.
The Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, they actually franchise.
Okay. I thought that Pickens also was under that same tag, but okay, I'm apparently I'm wrong. But I always get nervous when a guy has a quote unquote breakout year, and has a big year, and kind of puts his name on the radar, and then they franchise him, and then all I can do is just hope that he can continue to have a good year the following year. So I'm nervous about George Pickens being the franchise tag player for the Cowboys, but I'm nervous about the Cowboys anyway. So,
Boy, y'all better not mess with me about how I spell Pickens and George. I know I'm butchered that dude's name. There's no A in George. No, so it's simple. Two sides to every coin. Let's go to the comment section, see what they're saying out there. B. Mark says Pickens is the least.
Man, amen to
absolutely.
that, Brandon.
The Cowboys go to short church being like they always try to do, like by saying you're playing for the Cowboys. So and I agree with that, because of the 1 year, right? I mean, anybody can have a breakout year. Anybody can go to a new team and have a breakout year, right? Not saying that he's a one and done type receiver, but at the end of the day, man, you got to really show an organization exactly what you can do consistently before you throw money at them. And I think, man, like George Pickens, like, brother, you are this is what gets me about these guys, right? I'm not getting a long-term contracts, or what if I get hurt, or what if that happened? Listen. When you was coming out of college, you wasn't concerned about getting hurt. You was ready to put it all on the line.
Yep.
Come out here and play, right? Yep. Before you had a contract, you went out there and played. You know what I'm saying? All on the line. Yep. Now we're talking about 1 year.
Yeah.
Bruh, listen, George Pickens.
Yes, bruh.
You got 1 year with a team that has a losing record, a team that's not great, but somehow, some way get on primetime TV. Somehow, some way get in every goddamn media slot. So take the opportunity, play another year, and use that year to showcase your talent to all 32 teams.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
You're getting paid $28 million this year, man. Play with all that nonsense. If you get hurt,
like you're worth $28 million. Yeah.
If you get hurt, then you still got $28 million is guaranteed. Because franchise tags are guaranteed. Yeah. So I don't. You have it. Different if you've been with the Cowboys 2 or 3 years. But this year, like your first year, bro. Chill. Like Dron is saying that he showed what he can do when Lamb was hurt. He had multiple 100-yard games. Well, pay the man. Hey, that's a perspective I can appreciate. Yeah. Should the Cowboys go after Max Crosby? Yes, absolutely. Big Daddy say, I'm not that way, but when you get the NFL combine,
Louisville, Texas' own Taylor Green getting drafted has some starts after his combine performance. Yeah, I mean, I forgot about that.
You know what, Sean? I haven't been watching much of the combine. It's been only the barbershops and stuff like that. I have been really looking because I'm just not that invested in a lot of people that's coming out. But I will definitely take the name and tag in his and pull up his combine records and stats or whatever way you can do that, and we can. Yeah. But drafted as a wide receiver in his combine performance. I mean, obviously, if he's making a big name, then we got to see what he ran in the 40. And the Cowboys can just franchise Pickens again next year, so Pickens don't. Well, that's 2 years of making money. If you franchise tag him again another year, that's 2 years of making money. It is what it is, But we all know how Jerry Jones do, man. Jerry Jones is going to end up paying the man. Dak, he did Dak like that, but he eventually paid Dak. And so that's one thing that he needs to consider. Know your owner. What's the guy that went down to Houston, our tight end that he franchise tag and then decided to step away? We wish we still had him. I forget his name. But, I mean, Jerry Jones going to pay you, bro. You know that. So
Yeah.
yeah, just hang on, hang
Yeah.
on, George Pickens.
Sean, that's interesting. You were talking about Talon because he's a quarterback. I didn't. I mean,
But he's one of the quarterbacks that
but he's going in the combine as a wide receiver. Is that
yeah.
so?
Well,
Okay, yeah.
they may draft him as a wide receiver. That's what he's saying.
I mean, the kid's 6'6". They got him listed at 6'6", 225. He can play wide receiver at 6'6".
Yeah.
And I think he had some kind of crazy 40 time today, if I'm not mistaken, 4.3 or something.
Yeah.
Somebody will definitely pick him up.
Yeah, they definitely need that.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. This is something funny. The Cleveland Browns, you said it right. The Cleveland Browns is now building a $2.9 billion stadium. And it's all good for people to play it. Hold on, let's see. He said, I think applying the franchise tag, George Pickens, was just to lock him in for now until they get it figured out. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely, I agree with that.
That's good.
He ran, snap.
4.3,
snap.
11.2, bro. Mercy. Yeah.
I don't know if he's getting drafted as wide receiver, but he's definitely going to be in the NFL.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody go get that kid for something. You could use a lot of something.
Man.
But yeah, that's 4.3. That's decent wide receiver speed, but that jump and that 6'5", that's the impressive. That's the impressive part.
What do you mean that's decent wide receiver speed? That's Tyreek Hill speed burner speed.
I thought Tyreek was like a 4.2.
Well, there's only one cheetah though. So.
Yeah, I mean 4.3 is still good. I mean back in the day when you say 4.4, 4.4 flat, but now 4.3. Like I said, that's good wide receiver speed. But that broad jump, that means his catch rate. First of all, if he got hands. Now I got to go back and watch the tape on his catching ability, and because if he got hands, that means his catch rate is going to be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So going back to Cleveland, the Cleveland Cavaliers, man. Listen,
Cleveland Browns.
I mean, $2.89 billion stadium, and they ain't got nobody to put in them seats.
Who's gonna buy tickets? That's crazy.
You know what? And Cleveland is not a place like Dallas or Los Angeles or California where people will pay to travel. Nobody goes to see Cleveland, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm just hating on Cleveland, but $2.9 billion stadium. This is a case, D-Way, that the taxpayers over in Cleveland and Ohio would be paying for that stadium.
Yeah.
And that's sad. Yeah. And I'm under the pressure and I'm under the idea that if you are a $1 billion owner, why not just pay for it yourself? Obviously, they won't because that's not big business. You always use their money, not your own when it comes to big business. You save your capital, blah, 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 blah. But this one is bad. Like, no, I ain't paying for it. I'm moving. If I was in Cleveland. What do you think about this, D-Way? Do they deserve a $2.9 billion? Like,
No. I mean, come on already. I mean, 80% of the people that follow the NFL couldn't tell you, here we go. Coming in hot. Z-Man out of left field. He didn't even warm up. The Browns should play in an arena. Like Little Elm Lobos deserve a stadium more than the Browns do.
Yeah,
Z-Man.
Yeah, they're going to build a dome. That's the thing. Like everybody's going to the dome now, right? Yeah, so they're going to build a new dome stadium. $2.9 billion dome stadium.
80% of people that watch NFL couldn't tell you the name of the head coach for the Browns right now.
Yeah,
nobody knows anything about that team because they're terrible.
Yeah, I mean, Shador Powers over there. You still got Myles Garrett. I mean, you got something, but those two names are known as not enough to pay for a $3 billion stadium, and that's got to be. But like I say, the taxpayers are going to pay for it. They're going to have to do a lot of MGKs and Bone Thug concerts because that's what they say the stadium is going to do, house concerts. So it's going to be they're going to probably have a concert every other day to try to pay for their stadium.
Yeah, they're going to do a lot. It's not like Cleveland would be a cool place to have a Final Four,
Oh, Todd Monken made the coach over there? What?
Todd Monken is the coach. Okay.
You see, Jerron, I'm a podcaster, but that sees how much I care about the Cleveland Browns right now.
Yeah.
But good job, Todd Monken, getting over there. All right, let's keep it moving, man. Listen, March Madness is here. We are here. Oh, man. Look, if you've been watching men's college basketball and women's college basketball, let me tell you, you have not been able to get out of your seat. And God forbid if you do guys like me who's usually been watching on the toilet, my butt is numb because I can't get off because I'm just locked into these games. That was probably TMI, but anyway, it is what.
I don't know if that's a vision I did not want to have in my. Okay. We'll have to go in and edit that out. Yeah. I think Cowboys should pay Brandon Aubrey.
Absolutely. Ooh. Absolutely. Look. And our boy, oh, okay. Listen, let's go back to Brandon Aubrey. Listen, Lewis here, Lewis Merritt, Face Sports Talk Radio. We had a conversation about this last week about Brandon Aubrey and our brother on the show, man, Coach Martez Turner, man, who he just don't like kickers. If you can pay the kickers, man, a Whopper and a half order fries, he think that'd be good enough. He just do not like NFL kickers or just kickers, place kickers at all. And $7 million is what they'd offered him. And he turned around and his team said, let's go for 10. And here's my thing. If he's within the collective agreement as far as the rate parameters or whatever for an NFL kicker, then why not ask for the max? Because you got an owner that's paying everybody over.
Sure.
That got overpaid. CeeDee Lamb got overpaid.
Sure.
George Pickens might as well probably be overpaid. They just signed the running back. So you're like, why not pay me? Because at this point, I'm your most consistent star player.
Think about it. If the Cowboys can get the ball to the 45-yard line, you got automatic points. If the Cowboys can get the ball to their 45, you have guaranteed points.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
So why not pay the man?
That's all I'm saying. But Jerron is a huge Tennessee fan. He said he hoped they don't, so he can sign with Tennessee. He said, I'll give him $8 million if it was
Jerron, that's good.
I mean, because, not to throw shade at Tennessee, but they'll probably need a kicker like Aubrey more than – I mean, everybody can need a kicker like Aubrey. But
the Cowboys have been notorious for not signing and not paying their kickers or field goal kickers the money. Who was that guy 7 or 8 years ago that was a stud? They let him go. I mean, there's
a lot of them, man.
Yeah, I just don't think they. I think Jerry's got other priorities. I mean, the defense has got to be fixed. I mean, I don't care. You can sign everybody you want to, but if the defense doesn't get fixed, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So back to March Madness, and that was the question I was going to ask you. That who from either for the men's and the women's, who you think is going to win it all? And Jerron already said that he got Duke winning it all. And I'm going to say it this way, unless you're a fan of Duke, but that's kind of low-hanging fruit, right? That's easy pick.
It is.
But I don't think they're going to win it all. But I think that's a good pick.
All right. I got my pick.
It's a UConn for the women. Once again, low-hanging fruit. Yep. But that's a good pick. I can't knock him. Go ahead, Coach.
My pick for the men, for sure, is the Florida Gators. Ooh. They got a squad this year, man.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh. I'm pushing all my chips in on Florida. How about you? Who you picking, E?
Man, I'm sticking with Big 12. Houston all the way. I don't care what Houston or Arizona. Either Houston or Arizona.
That's what you are such a homer. Gosh.
Going back to Brandon Aubrey, I want to get Lewis's a comment in there. He said, my argument is that a kicker may be the deciding factor in to win a football game towards the end of the fourth quarter. Kickers are just as valuable in winning football games as there is in any football, right? In football. So I totally agree with that. It's also many times we have seen football teams win a whole football game because the offense could not score a single touchdown, but the kicker made 5. Absolutely. Yeah. And when you got a guy that's capable, right? Here's my point. You can survive an interception. Depends on what point of the game it is, right? Mm-hmm. You can survive a fumble. Depends on what point of the game it is, right? Especially if there's time on the clock, right? But every time a kicker, regardless of what time of the game it is, whether it's an extra point or a field goal within the first 20 minutes of the game, in real time, so it's about like 5 minutes, did he get booed? He get talked about real bad.
Yeah.
And I know folks say you only got one shot, but you're talking about sitting over there and just waiting an opportunity, you know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, and then you're talking about you can have a quarterback like Josh Allen throw the ball away in the last 2 seconds of a game, and you got everybody coming his aid, telling him it's okay, pick your head up, don't cry, it's not your fault, blah, 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 blah. You be back next year. You know what I'm saying? As soon as he get home, he got care packages, he got balloons, he got a whole orchestra outside his front door. But
Come on, E.
If a kicker lose a game, oh man, he got the Bloods and the Crips coming after him. He got the Jewish mafia, the Italian mafia, every mafia coming after him. He got death threats, his house getting bombed. He got to check up on his car every time he get in it. It's like, man, it's bad.
That's funny. And so I'm probably one of the older guys that on the show, etc. I won't call all the people out that are older than me, but I've been watching football for a long, long, long time. And I don't want to get into us naming names and comparing notes here, but Brandon Aubrey is one of the best, most consistent field goal kickers I've ever seen.
Right.
In all my years. So yeah, you pay the man, or at least get close. I mean, get somewhere in the ballpark so you can feel like he's appreciated. So, and I don't know that I think his best is still yet to come. He's still learning the game. So.
Oh, yeah. He still got a long way to go. Big Daddy saying if Kansas can keep Peterson in the game, so he's basically going for Kansas. Was that Darren Peterson?
Man.
In the game.
Frank,
well, we are all. Dron said, he said, no, I'm not a Duke fan. I'm a Kansas. Okay. Fan of college basketball, but Duke is just, the Bougie boys doing good, particularly Cameron Bougie, man. He is playing lights out, man. He's doing his dang thing. But once again, it's still Big 12 for me. It's still Big 12 for me. One of them teams. Now Houston is kind of slowly falling from grace. Arizona is doing their thing over there. But, man, I like the pick, man. You're talking about Duke. But this is a good pick. Duke, Florida was a good pick for you. So, I mean, it can go any way. Now, the women's side, Drun says, hands down, UConn. And I'm like, wait a minute. Hold up. Let me put my opinion in it.
That's right.
I love what Duke is doing. But when you look at their conference is trash. It's a straight trash. It is hard to fathom watching the SEC women's basketball lose a second year to UConn.
Yeah.
They have the hardest gauntlet to go through.
Yeah.
I mean, you talking about from Vanderbilt, from South Carolina to LSU, you know what I'm saying? And just Oklahoma is doing their thing, Texas is off, and all these women they got to go through. If anything, they may get to the championship and just be punch drunk. Punch drunk.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really leaning toward Texas. So, see, man, Duke played D, got many scores, well coached.
Okay.
I like that Texas team, that ladies team.
He said that's why UConn schedule hard non-conference games. Like who they been playing for 40-0.
Yeah, name two really good top tier teams that they've beat.
I'm gonna pull up their record right now. I'm gonna fact check. Dron is a sports guy, so he may be on to something, but I just want to double check myself, man, just to make sure, because he's talking about the women's, right? Let's see. How
many top 10 ranked teams have they beat this year?
I'm gonna pull up their schedule right here. Let's see here who they beat. All right. Let's go back to February. All right, they beat Tennessee. That's a middle of the road SEC team. Okay. Mm-hmm. They beat DePaul, Butler, Creighton, Marquette, Villanova, Providence, Georgetown, all of them under February non-ranked teams. Go back to January. Seton Hall, St. John's. St. John's, that's on the guy's side, but St. John's, like in their conference play, they ain't beat nobody. Xavier, they ain't playing nobody.
Right.
Beating them out, they ain't really playing nobody. But he said go back to the non-conference games. So let's go back to November. They played Louisville. Okay, they beat Florida. Michigan. Okay, that's a good number 6 ranked team they beat. And that's it, Drew. That's it. Yeah. I went back to November. I'm looking at they played Louisville. They beat Louisville, Florida, Ohio State, Michigan, Utah, and Xavier.
But Having said
That's
that,
it.
guys, UConn's loaded again this year.
Yeah, they got a squad. As it for us, Sarah Strong, man, they
Yeah,
doing their thing. I'm not.
Sarah and I mean those two girls. I mean, yeah.
But
So
once again, the SEC talent, you know, I just can't see the SEC after constantly beating up on each other night in and night out, because they're not like the guys in football. They avoid each other, but these women play each other night in and night out, allow themselves to walk off another March Madness, an NCAA championship with UConn having an easy road to the finals. That just not going to work. But I'm really looking at South Carolina to get up there again.
and I said Texas, and you kind of turned your nose up at me, man.
No, I you already know how I
That's
love
what
Texas.
that's what I'm saying. You didn't say much about it.
Man, I mean, I was taken away by Jerron's comments, and I apologize for not giving Texas love. But anybody that knows me, I have just a love for my girl Rory Harmon. She's just a jewel, man. And of course, Madison Book is doing her thing.
Oh,
Jordan
man,
Lee,
man.
I mean, man.
Yeah.
But Madison, but Rory, man, Rory Harmon, man, she's just a jewel of a basketball player. She kind of reminds me of a Lavi Otta that played back in the day, but better than Lavi Otta. But I mean, these short sub 6 feet point guards, man, out there balling. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And they're going to make their stamp into the WNBA. And we don't care what J Dub said about these 5'8" sub 600 point guards. They can't make it. They making it because Handheld Doggo is going. She got a few more years left, but man, Flo J 6 feet from the LSU, so she'll get there. She's doing her thing, but man.
But I mean, you can't ever count out LSU. You can never count out South Carolina.
Nah.
UConn, Texas. Who am I leaving out?
Vanderbilt, you know what I'm saying?
But
they got that young freshman, Michaela Blakes is balling.
Okay.
And for those who are watching, yes, I watch the women's more than I watch the guys. That's why I'm heavily invested, because the guys, I'm just fanning out over the women. That's what it is. I can't, I'm not gonna lie to you, right? I watch a couple of guys here and there. There've been really, really, really good, really, really good, some good basketball games on. But the women just got my attention this time around with the Unrivaled League, man. Speaking of Unrivaled, man, congratulations, man, to Chelsea Gray, man, for winning the MVP of the Unrivaled League. And right now, they just finished the semifinals. So now the finals, you got Phantom going against the Mist. So you got the number 1 versus number 2. It's going to be something great. Our girl Paige Beckers, man, have got her nickname in the Unrivaled League. She is now called Paige Buckets. Doing her dang thing, man, out there. She's been balling, man, but Arika Ogumawale plays for the Mist, and Arika Ogumawale buried that 3 at the end of the game to seal the game on that. And man, and a little bit more unrivaled history in the one-on-one section. It was Paige Beckers that knocked out Arika Ogumawale, and then Chelsea Gray came out and knocked off Paige. So so these women has been really, really balling, man. But congratulations to those 2 women. The finals we're going down tomorrow. Unrivaled is doing their thing. And while we're on Unrivaled, last thing about the WNBA, that Chelsea Plum, who is one of the vice presidents of the Women's Basketball Association, Players Association, she said in an interview in Miami at the Unrivaled Sephora Arena, she said, listen, the offer that's on the table is a big win for the WNBA. We just want to make sure we keep looking at it. But we do not want to lock out a season, because we lock out a season, that's going against everything we asked for, right? We wanted revenue sharing. We don't give revenue sharing if there's no revenue. So March 10th, between now and March 10th, they will get a deal done. People like Natasha Cloud, who still have some things to say that she don't like it, but she's not one of the ones that's going to be making the final decisions. We get her perspective. Some like it, some don't. But at the end of the day, nobody wants the WNBA to go away. And we definitely don't want to lock out season, because you got too much going on. The expansion teams and these girls that's coming out of college, which ain't going to do nothing but bring their social media for all their fanfare. So the trajectory and the WNBA is going to skyrocket. Within the next 5 years, it's going to be off the chain. So that's all I have to say about that. Jerron is saying, well, if the SEC is so good, why didn't they meet? Why didn't they meet with the finals?
Why wouldn't they meet? UConn 9 times out of 10 are the winners. Well, SEC hasn't always been good. They're just good this year.
He's about Chelsea greater point guard. Jerome, you saw how I got crickets when I don't know. I think they cheat. I ain't got nothing for you, man. Yeah, when you can't get there, they usually win. It is what it is. I'm a fan of UConn, going way to my Mom Moore days and my Down Earl Tarasi days, man, and all the ones that come from there. So.
UConn men are balling too, pretty good this year. So
Yeah, they up there. They're in the conversation, but as you said, nobody called them out. So
yeah,
no, because Duke is so strong, right? They're there in that conversation, but it is what it is, right? They could. They'll probably. I'll give the men Duke basketball team to make it to at the least Sweet 16 and at the most Elite 8. I don't think they get in the Final Four.
Wow.
I don't think they're going to get in the Final Four. That's the Duke men's team. I'm just throwing it out there.
Whoa.
I'm just throwing it out there. I like them, but man.
Yeah.
But it's going to be some. Listen, this is March. You got all the conference tournaments that's getting ready to start here next week, and then we flow into like this is where we just lose our mind, right? And NBA players get ready because they all about to lose a little TV time.
Yeah,
unfortunately, you got this run for the playoffs, man. Let's jump on the NBA real quick while we come to the end of the show.
Hey, man, hey.
Go ahead.
I got to go see the Mavs, man, Sunday night.
You want to know why you got to? How many of y'all went? First of all,
I thought you were you going Thursday or were you going Sunday? I can't remember.
No, so he asked me to go Sunday, and I originally told him but then I had to cancel.
He told me. Yeah, he told me
because I had my wife was going out of town.
It was going to be me and you and Demetrius and Brian. Sunday's what it was going to be, but Brian got another guy to go.
So who's the other guy?
It's some. He doesn't go to Covenant. It's a buddy of Brian's from another.
See, he didn't tell me he was inviting everybody. Did y'all go sit in the suite?
Yes, we ate like rock stars, ribs and salmon and desserts and you name it, we had it, bro.
See, he didn't tell me he was inviting everybody. He did because the last time me and Brian talked, he made it seem like he only had 2 tickets for him and his wife, and I was assuming that he was inviting me because his wife didn't want to go or couldn't go. He didn't tell me about anybody else coming.
That's on Brian. Brian, he never explains the whole story, man.
Yeah, so, man. We'll have to jump on BK, man.
But hey, you missed a good time. You missed some good food, man. Now,
but I didn't miss the Mavericks getting their butts whipped.
No, but let me tell you something. But I got to see Oklahoma City and Shea, man.
Yeah,
man. And Cooper's been hurt, so he didn't play. So
see, yeah. Exactly.
No, you're right. Hey, Jerron, you're right about that. There wasn't nothing to watch on the floor, so I made sure I watched all that good food come across. So
he said the Aces WNBA repeat right now, man. I know all you got Azzy Fudd coming into the league. You got Flo J. You got Olivia Miles. You got Lauren Betts coming to the league, and a couple other great players that's coming into the league, and they're getting on these teams. The only team that have a chance right now to beat the Aces may be an expansion team. And the reason why I say that, because right now there is 80% of the players in the WNBA don't have a contract. And so the expansion team is going to probably have the first pick of the litter to get these players on their squad. So they can build them a team based on all these players that are free agents right now, right? And when these players start seeing and start negotiating who they want to play with, those expansion teams in Canada as well in Portland, they can probably build a team. And so that'll be the best bet you can get, because that's what's going to take to beat the Aces, because everybody's coming back. So, I assume, because like I said, nobody has. I assume they're going to do the right thing and build them teams back up. He said, as long as basically, yeah, as long as you got Asia Wilson on the squad, yeah, that young lady, man, listen, the greatest.
We'll see.
She has made. I had to sit back in a long time, because when I talked about this at the end of the season, D-Way, my GOAT for NBA has always been the Houston Comets. Can't think of a name right now. Cooper. Cooper. I forget her first name. I'll think about it. But my girl Cooper from the Houston Comets, she was always my number one. Somebody leave in the comments if you remember her first name. I'm just drawing a blank right now.
Not Kelsey Cooper. I'm still going to be rooting for my girl Fee, Nafisa Collier, and her bunch, the Lynx. So
to be the golly. Oh, I gotta put WNBA in here. Cynthia, I'm so sorry, y'all. There you go, Jerron. Thank you. Cynthia Cooper has always been my GOAT for the Houston Comets 4 times in a row. My second on the list was Maya Moore. Third on the list was Lisa Leslie. Fourth on the list was Diana Taurasi. Fifth on the list was Cheryl Swoops. Right, that's always been my top 5. And it's amazing how within one swoop, somebody's got to come off that list. Because I got to put Asia Wilson in the top 5. And she's going to the number 1 spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, she this darn injury she had, man, has really been taking a long time to heal.
Yeah, I mean,
and I don't know, So and whatever
John,
it is,
you weren't on last year, man. I'm obsessed with her anyway, so that's why I'm really hoping that she can get well sooner than later. So
to say the least, he got a pair of shoes. I'm thinking about going to get the Reese's. Don't y'all hate on me.
I got the shirt over there. I got it. Yeah, I got it all, man.
I like those Reese's, but no, if I got to take somebody off the list, I'm taking, and I hate to do it, but I'm going to do it. I'm taking Cheryl Swoops off that list.
Oh, man.
And I'm moving Asia Wilson to the top spot.
Oh, man.
So now it goes as Asia Wilson number 1, Cynthia Cooper number 2, Maya Moore number 3, Lisa Leslie number 4, and Diana Taurasi number 5.
Wow.
I don't know what it is. Mic drop on that.
What was the mic drop?
He said she's waiting until the start of the Unrivaled to have to the Rival was at the end of, because she's already had, so the Unrival's already started. We're in the end of it. So it may be the end of Unrivaled. He said she waited. She waited till okay. So she's already had surgery. Okay, bet. All right, man.
You need to get Jerron on the show, man. He's got some mad skills.
Man, I've been trying, but all my brothers that I work with, man, between Jerron, Clay, Mando, Daniel McKinney has been on the show a couple of times, but hey, man, I appreciate the energy, man. We need that on the show. So we've already talked about March Madness. Now, the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Hawks. I think that's March 16th, Coach D-Way.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to have, when they play the Orlando Magics, they're going to have a Magic City night. If y'all don't know what that is, Magic City is a very popular strip club in the city of Atlanta.
Oh, gosh.
And so they're going to contribute one of those nights when they play their Orlando Magic, a Magic City night. They're going to have T.I., the rapper, performing. They're gonna have some the famous chicken wings from the strip club. They're gonna have those to sell, and I don't even know that what he said. He said, "Mace, I love it."
Man, scary.
Hey, listen. He said, Magic City Mondays used to be lit. Boy, Jerron, you off the chain, man. D-Way, my first thoughts was like, wow, they're really going to do this in basketball. This is really appropriate and stuff like that, with the kids. But at the end of the day, man, it's Atlanta.
It's hot.
Anybody in Atlanta knows of the culture. It's like, why not?
Well, I mean,
because it's Atlanta.
If you said New Orleans, I said, okay, I get it. They're a bunch of demonic freaks in New Orleans. So, but man, Atlanta?
Yeah, it's the culture, man. You got to understand the culture. Those who know. It makes so much sense because that's the culture.
Okay.
And, so whether you guys out there think it's appropriate to have this at a professional sporting event, blah, 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 ain't like they're going to bring the stripper girls. Ain't like going to have polls, which you never know who goes on in the back room. I don't know. I'm not going. But you never know. But at the end of the day, man, this is Atlanta. This is the culture. And, and if this was going to put butts in the seats, if this is going to sell some merch, then it's a marketing strategy that's worth it, right?
Okay.
So we're going to end this show with some hot takes presented to you by none other than ChatGPT.
Oh, gosh.
I did it, D-Way. I did it. I went on ChatGPT and I said, ChatGPT, give me some questions to ask, some hot takes, and we're going to run up there real quick. They have Oh, well then there you have it. So the polls will be there for those in the Atlanta area. So March 16th, mark your calendar. If you already got your tickets, get your tickets now. I'm sorry, y'all. I shouldn't be promoting that. I'm sorry, y'all, to my Christian brothers out there at Covenant. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I know.
It's hilarious. We don't do that type of stuff. I'm not going to Atlanta. All right. So Chat GPT. Let me get on her and do this. We're going to do some. Oh, here we go. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Hot take. ChatGPT question number 1, and it's going to be in random order. I think they're starting with the NFL seasons. Let's see. Nope, we missed that. So, reportedly, the NCAA is now trying to, or considering, or at least put it on the table to extend, this is basketball, the current round of 64 to 68 teams. And Coach K, don't like it. He says it's a big mistake. How would this expansion, if they clear it and they do it, how will this affect March Madness and the players, Coach D-Way?
I mean, why? Why are they having this? Why are they that bored? They got to have something to do. 64 teams.
It's 64. I think there are 2 teams that play like 2 or 3 teams. 2 or 4. I think maybe 64. But no, it's not 68 right now.
It could be. Is there 4 play-in games?
Yeah, I think there's a couple play-in games. Yeah, there's a couple of play-in games. So maybe 60.
Maybe that's why he's saying 68. But and I mean, if they've got 1 game from each region.
Yeah, so that's 4. So it's basically 66 because you have. I
think it is 68. Yeah.
Well, it's 62. It's 62, right? No, it's 64. It's
64. Yeah. So it is. So, Duran, you're right.
So I guess they're going to make it official not to have a play-in game, which a play-in game is basically a playoff game. I don't even know. This is weird.
Yeah. Just keep it the way it is. It's been working. It's proven.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing's bringing in billions of dollars every year from everyone and viewership. And, yeah, so.
Because and just the point, like if they make it a 68 official, then you're going to still have a play-in game. So it's going to make it to be what? 72. And then from then on, that's not enough. Let's go ahead and go to 80. Before you know, you have all the teams having a tournament.
Golly. Yeah, there you go. All those teams in Division I make it.
Basically, yeah, that's what you're going to, right? You know what I'm saying? Because listen,
EC will be happy. All his Big 12 schools will be in.
Well, yeah, I would. But no, the NIT is like, I talked about this a while ago with Coach Martez, and you don't make it to the big round of 64, but the NIT tournament, like at least you go home with some type of hardware you can play in that lower tier tournament, right? So you don't make it in. It's kind of like the lower tier bowl games in football, right? You know what I'm saying? Go play them. At least don't end your season on a bad note. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and try to win, right? Now, if you come first round in NIT, boy, then you really know you suck.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. If you go to this many playoff teams, then at that point everybody getting in, then what's the point of having a regular season? We might as well just have a whole year's tournament.
Yeah.
All right then. Let's go to a lot of these that we already asked already. Well, ChatGPT, you got to get on your thing. So going to the NFL, should the franchise tag be abolished? Is it unfair to the players, or is it necessary a necessary tool for the team owners? Franchise tag.
I mean, it seems to have been pretty effective, been working pretty good. The way they have it set up. I mean, those guys all make way too much money, but that's a whole nother topic for another day.
So my opinion is this: I've always yes, it's too much controversy around it. I get why the owners use it, but confidence is everything. And when players don't feel that they're appreciated, then that's where we are. Now, that seems like that's contradicting what I'm saying about George Pickens, and I agree with him being franchised, because right now it's a legal thing that you can do. And if you know the rules of the game, you know how to play them, right? If you know they can franchise tag you, they franchise tag you anyway. Don't sit around and waddle in self-pity. Go ahead and accept it and make the best out of it, right? But at the end of the day, I think they need to abolish it, right? That's just my opinion on that.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Now, there's this thing, D-Wade, called the Super Bowl window. Every team, especially when you have these hot teams, they judge these teams by the narrowing of their Super Bowl championship. Is that overrated? Judging every team by the prediction of when they can and will the Super Bowl, especially when you get teams. So you're looking at teams like Baltimore, the Buffalo Bills, Dallas Cowboys, that's getting right there at the cusp and then can't seem to get there. Well, he's not the Cowboys, but Buffalo and Baltimore. Like, is that fair to say, oh, man, this whole Super Bowl window, is that a fair thing to throw out there and put pressure on teams?
Well, I mean, it is because, number one, it makes for really good conversation. But number two, you can look at teams and you can go, okay, based on what the moves they've made, the trades they have, the people that they brought in, they have a 2-year window time frame of at least getting to a Super Bowl. That's why Buffalo let their coach go, because they feel like that their window is here and it's about to be gone.
Right.
So they feel like they gave Sean, 3 years, and they felt like that realistic they had the team to win the Super Bowl. They haven't. So they're like, well, why do we keep riding the same horse? Let's change and go a different direction here, and that's what they've done. So only time will tell if that makes a big difference for Buffalo. But yeah, I think it's fair. I think it's fair based on what the squad looks like.
Now, the win now mentality, right? The Super Bowl winner's closing. We got to win now.
Yeah.
Is that pressure from the ownership, the fans, or the media?
Oh man, you got to believe that the owners, guys like Robert Kraft and Jerry Jones and a couple other ones, are making these big money off-season moves with the expectation is if we can do X and Y and cross the T and dot the I, there's a chance we can be playing in the Super Bowl this year. And so, yeah, they have an expectation. This is the reason. This is the motivation behind doing this. This is why we're spending this money. This is why we're making these radical changes, because we want to put ourselves in a position that we feel like we have a chance to go to the Super Bowl this year. So, yeah, I think the owners have an expectation.
But is the media putting that pressure on because you got to build a team, right? The owners already know that it's only one team that's going to win, right?
Right.
So are they feeling pressure from the fans or the media? Or you sticking with your guns and say, man, the owners don't care what the fans or the media say, they're going to build a because I can tell us what Jerry Jones thinks. Because Jerry Jones clearly is not saying win now. The stuff he's done.
Yeah.
Because they ain't been doing it. But yet he's been putting a lot of high dollar pieces on the table and it ain't coming out for him. But, some of these teams, man, you see them unload their roster. You see them going like the Pittsburgh Steelers going to get you drafted a young rookie quarterback like a Will Howard, but then you go turn around a few weeks later and go get Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Because instead of developing Will Howard and getting him to be the quarterback you want to be, we're going to rest with Aaron Rodgers. Now, sitting Howard could be developing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Desperate times, man, call for desperate measures, man. And so they feel like, hey, Aaron, assuming he can stay healthy, puts us in a better chance to possibly go make a Super Bowl game versus Will.
All right. This is the final question of the Chat GPT topic, and it's going to be a good one.
Oh, good. A good one.
I don't even know how to say this. For those who still on, hang on. Which playoff is better? NFL, NBA, MLB, or NHL?
That's
hard. That's hard.
The playoffs.
Just the playoffs, like the energy. Because when I look at the NFL, I'm like, man, Saturday is crazy. NBA is like, of course, once you get down to the conference finals championship, that's when it gets interesting. Baseball, oh my God, you didn't want to talk about what we saw last year. People said, and hockey, same thing. What happened last year?
Man, it's really, really good.
Like,
Chat Chat GPT, you did a good job on this question.
Oh man.
And I talk to people about this right here, this topic, and for me, I love all sports, but man, there's nothing like the intensity, the energy, and the pressure of a NFL playoff game, man.
Okay.
Man. And I know you thought I was going to say baseball,
I
but
did.
man, the NFL playoffs, it's a whole nother thing. Maybe because it's just one game. It's
Right.
one game. It's do or die, Not like in the other sports you just named where it's a 7-game series, you know. But man, in football, it's do or die. So
Dang, yeah. You got a point.
what's
You
your
got a
thoughts?
point. Man, dog, I honestly don't know. I'm usually have an opinion about stuff like this, but I just don't know because I love the do or die mentality. So I love the energy. But when you start talking about having to beat a team 4 times, think about how many times we watch football games and we all watch a team just have a bad game and they lost. You're like, man, if they were playing at least the best out of 3, that team could win, right? You know what I'm saying? But man, and then you get into that game 7, then you finally get into that do or
That's a
die.
whole nother level,
Yeah. It's like because it's like this. When your favorite team loses in football, you got one night to cry and you're over with.
That's right.
But when your team got to play a 7-game series and they go down 1-3, and you like, they just lost game 4. They down 1-3. Now you got to go suffer game 5. It's like, just be over with. Can we wave the white flag? You know what I'm saying? But when your team is fighting back, that's a whole nother level.
Oh man,
whole nother man. Look, I don't know.
It's turning. Hey, Z-Man just texted me and said maybe the NFL should have a Division 1 and a Division 2, like the English Premier Soccer League do. 2 of the worst teams in the Division 1 would get relegated to Division 2. 2 of the top teams in D2 would be promoted to D1. Man, that's a bunch, Z-Man.
You tell Z-Man that I don't care what they say overseas, but this is real football.
This is
all of called soccer. We are real football. I love
Z-Man. You tripping, man. You tripping, Z-Man.
But y'all, man, that's a topic, man. We'll introduce at another time, man. For those who came on and get a chance to answer the question, I would love to hear your opinion. But we're going to actually let's talk about that again. Let's start the show and table this conversation until next week about no, let's take it back. Let's wait till J-Dub get in here. When he's having time to come in, we'll talk about which team has the best playoffs. But I'm leaning heavily towards MLB. I really am.
Man, hey,
the length of the game, man.
I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you, man.
This is just the length of the game, especially now when it comes down to the championship game itself. Hand down, it goes to the World Series. I'm Kyle. I don't care what you say. It goes down to the World Series.
Game 7 World Series. You kidding me?
Man, extra innings like we went. Oh my God. So yeah. And Super Bowl is great. NBA championship is great, but the World Series, oh man, it's baseball, baby. That's is what.
And the only other thing I'd throw in there, and this is for my good friend Bob, is Sunday afternoon on the back 9 when there's about 6 guys tied for the lead at the Masters at Augusta.
See, now that
Sunday afternoon on the back 9 when you've got guys like 5 or 6 guys all within a shot of anybody can win or lose. That's crazy pressure.
Now that ain't fair. That ain't fair. I know. Because I can tell you what golf will do. Golf will steal your life.
Oh, yeah.
You go on a Sunday and you starting this thing out at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning, and this thing is not going to end until 6, 7 at night. And you talking about you can only have what 4 of them on the tee box. You know what I'm saying? And you got all of them. It's like, and they're going to start the leaders at the last. So although the thing championship start, but then you got guys that can push themselves up in front, and you wait for your guy to get on the tee, and man, and it will handcuff you.
Oh, it's nuts, man. Yeah, but it's good stuff. So yeah.
But I can tell you though, it's unlike the other sports that are fast paced. man, you can get out there in the Masters, the Lance Round Masters, and man, cook your whole brisket, ribs, sausage while watching the game because it's a slower paced game, man. You can make a whole picnic out of it, man. Don't feel stressed. You ain't gonna bring your meat because you're running back and forth to the TV.
Party in your backyard, man.
Fact, man. Have a whole picnic over watching the golf tournament, man, and enjoy every bit of it. You know what I'm saying? Last comments coming in by Robbie. Say I agree. The NFL playoffs are the best. Baseball and are too. I like it. Hey, that's all we have for today, man. Coach D-Wade, man, what are your final thoughts for the evening?
Yeah, so it's going to be exciting, especially for basketball. Women's and men's college basketball are getting ready to get into the postseason tournaments. The WNBA and unrivaled leagues are tripping. We're getting closer to the NBA, kind of figuring out who is the real deal and who's not. And we got spring training, Major League Baseball kicked off, and it's going hot and heavy. So the opening day of baseball is right around the corner. So yeah, if you like sports and you like a lot of high energy stuff, this is the week. This next couple of weeks is going to be fun. So that's my final thoughts. Another great show, EC.
And my final thoughts are just yours. Same way with yours, man. March Madness. This is the time of season for it. Lose your mind. Responsible betting, people.
Ooh, there you go.
Bet responsibly. You know what I'm saying? And if you have a gambling problem, please contact that 1-800 that I will not have at the bottom of the screen, but find a 100 number to contact because you're going to need help doing this week. But bracketology is a big deal, man. And don't be like Chauncey Billups. But his whole life is upside down right now because he's facing 20 years in prison with all the allegations. Hopefully, he pleaded not guilty today, so hopefully, so he can win this case. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, All right, this is your boy EC22 along with Coach D-Wade, man. This has been the FairWeather Fan channel, man. Please like, subscribe, share, leave comments. Until next time, until next Tuesday, for now, myself, Coach D-Wade, along with J-Dub, man, we are